Hi guys, Alan here. In my daily work I do tend to mess with other people from other countries, and someone sent me this, and we all see these before. Moving bed filters for aquariums, not a fan. Think you need to have quite a large one to do any significant filtering, to be fair. And even though the principle is sound and they're cheap, I'm not 100% sure. I'm not convinced. I'm going to test this one completely. Now this one was £10. There is another more famous one that you can get, which is about £25 to £30, but I want to try this one. And the reason I want to try this one is the principle is the same. I mean, look, it's literally everything just sticks together. I'm going to check out the air stone, which is in the bottom. So yeah, I'm going to check out the air stone, which is in the bottom. Now this stuff, which is, it actually looks like Helax from Pond Guru rather than K1. So I am going to try that out. So later on we're going to get this in a tank and see how she moves around. There's quite a significant sponge. I mean, the actual quality of it, these suckers seem a little bit, but again, we're going to try these out. So give me a few minutes, I'll get this set up and we'll see how it works. Okay guys, see you in a bit. Well, there it is in action. At the moment, obviously, it's not neutral buoyant. As you know, these guys have to mature just the same as any other filter. And when they do, the bacteria will house what I think is K1 miniature or something very similar, obviously Chinese. There is a lot of movement at the moment. I don't think that this is going to be a particularly exciting video for this reason, so I'm going to do a little update on the tank as well. We're going to probably leave that in there for a week, see how we get on. I'm going to reduce the flow. At the moment I'm using the EIM 400, which I believe is the top of the EIM air pump range for that for this aquarium. Saying that, I'm going to mess about with the flows on this. I mean, I've got a little diverter here so I can mess about like that, but they've all become buoyant, which I'm going to deal with. That's not a problem. We can separate them, and I say the heavier they get is when the bacteria gets on there, so that'll work. Right, here we go. We seem to have got a few little updates that are a little bit annoying actually. The first one is we lost a fish, which was the mated pair to the other dwarf cichlid, which was a bit annoying. This one's all on his own now. The guppy seems to be doing some weird stuff up there, but it is a hybrid. I took a lot of the moss out and planted some new plants, which I'll be doing an update. The swords at the back there, they're doing quite well. I did put some sticks in there into the gravel, and I have dosed with TNC Light, which is a good reference. Now when we're talking filtration, I don't really think that is suitable for a 240 litre or 50 gallon, I believe it is, something around there. That would probably be a lot better for something that you're replacing a sponge filter on, say something like the Flex. I don't agree with people saying that this can do up to 100 litres. I would say probably a 50 or 60 litres your max on this. And I say that for this one and the one that's the European version, which is a lot more expensive. This is the same sort of principle, so we're going to see how that one pans out. I do believe when it gets a bit more top heavy, we're going to see some water coming out of there, but we'll see about that, because at the moment it's not doing anything. Also, the tetra is doing very well. They're sort of finding their feet. No aggression so far. The rainbows, again, they've been doing a lot of pre-mating sort of rituals going on, you know, putting all their fins up and all that. So that's quite cool. I have put some more leaves in there, the Indian leaves, Indian almond leaves I was told to put in there. Not sure they're actually doing a lot. There's the other one over there. He seems to be moving around. Yeah, I've got rid of all that. I'm going to get some more nitrite, nearite snails, purely because I think they do a fantastic job. You've got the Otto, you've got the Amano shrimpies, they're doing alright. But I will be doing a little top up because I like the idea of these, but I think they're more of a fad than an actual, to be honest. I mean, if you think of a bubble sponge filter, I call it a bubble sponge filter because I have been using a power head on some as well. They would do mechanical and biological, where this is probably gonna be more a biological. There is a little sponge in there, as I say, but it's not great. Anyway guys, we're going to round it up for that. I will be doing some species review later on, because when these puppies get fully grown, as you can see, they're starting to colour up lovely. We can do the sex on them. The shrimp are doing fantastic. You got some babies, look, they're just flying around in there. So the next thing I'm going to do on this as well, by the way, is I've noticed, if you look at these ones that are colouring up, and there's 11 in total, by the way. There's 11 in here in total. Now these are fully, if I remember rightly, these are fully fledged. Sorry, these are fully working hybrids. These are first generation. And I want to get up to third generation to see, and I will be doing yearly updates on these. Right, we've got some news on the fish room. Oh, there's a little baby right there on that leaf. I've got the racking, I've got the insulation, just haven't had time to do it at the moment. So we're going to get that done. I believe they're going to be 80 long tanks by 40 deep, I suppose. I'm banking on 100 to 110 litre tanks, so I'm going to get 4 of those to start with. Well, I'm actually going to get 1 to start with. I'm going to do tests on the actual thermal parameters that I'm going to need to keep, and see how we go with that. So it's just an update to keep you going on this. And if anyone's got any ideas about these, I've actually got a bigger one coming. As I say, for 15 quid, I think the European version is 25 quid, £25 sterling, sorry, between 25 and 30. I picked this up for less than £10. Yes, it took a long time to get here, but if it works, I'll get a shed load and we'll knock them out for a couple of quid extra profit. There you go, look, see the fins coming up on that one? There you go, look at that, look. They're chasing each other. Very cool fish they are, by the way. They've got sort of like moods. They get into moods. Let's say the silver tips are doing great. They do actually swim with the Rominos, which is quite unusual. I thought they'd be more aggressive. And the cardinal tetras, they just stay out the way. Also, I don't know if you can see that on the branch. Let me see if I can zoom in. It's not a very good camera for zoom in, but that is beautiful. Look at the coloration on that. Very cool. Very impressed with these, by the way. Now, there are dwarf cories in here as well, but they keep disappearing. They normally hang out the back there, but as I say, since I've moved everything around there a little bit. So look in the top of the tank, see how clear the water is. Look at that, it's beautiful. Alright guys, well look, that's just a little update. If you've got any questions or would be interested in one of these, drop me a line on the comments, because I would like to see if there is an interest in these. As I say, you can see, I mean, I'm going to probably end up putting a little bit more miniature K1 in there. I might actually order some and see how that goes, maybe fill it up a little bit, because at the moment there wasn't, I mean, you know, it's cheap, so if I get a couple of litres and then just chuck it in there, and if anyone does want to buy them, then I can probably do that. Alright guys, take care, Alan out. Hi guys, Alan here. In my daily work I do tend to mess with other people from other countries, and someone sent me this, and we all see these before. Moving bird filters for aquariums, not a fan. Think you need to have quite a large one to do any significant filtering, to be fair. And even though the principle is sound and they're cheap, I'm not 100% sure. I'm not convinced. I'm going to test this one completely. Now this one was £10. There is another more famous one that you can get, which is about £25 to £30, but I want to try this one. And the reason I want to try this one is the principle's the same. I mean, look, it's literally everything just sticks together. I'm going to check out the air stone, which is in the bottom. So yeah, I'm going to check out the air stone, which is in the bottom. Now this stuff, which is, it actually looks like Helax from Pond Guru rather than K1. So I am going to try that out. So later on we're going to get this in a tank and see how she moves around. There's quite a significant sponge. I mean, the actual quality of it, these suckers seem a little bit, but again, we're going to try these out. So give me a few minutes, I'll get this set up and we'll see how it works. Okay guys, see you in a bit.